Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I wanted to share with you the album that I made last week using the Rossibelle collection from Prima in a class I took with Frank Garcia last weekend. And I usually don't end up finishing the projects for a while because I fall behind in class. But this one I got pretty much done, so I just had a few things to do. But, there's a couple things that I'm going to change um, because I just don't really like it. The album is really beautiful. It's a little shabbier than what you usually see me do. But there are a couple things that I could do to make it just a little bit more likable for me on the outside. I think I am going to switch out these larger flowers because they are just a little bit big for me, the scale of it for this, and it's a little shabbier than what I would like. The other thing I wish I hadn't have done, but I am going to see if I could take it out. It'll be a lot of work, but you could tell here there is moss on the inside of this. And I wasn't going to put it on there. And then Frank, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But I wasn't going to put it in there. And then he was like, oh, well, I think it's cool. And other people like, yeah, it's really cool. Well, it's been a week and I still don't like it. And I mean, this dome is glued on there. And I'm sorry for the glare. But I'm going to see how much work it might be to take it out. So, just wanted to show you before the outside, and then after this, once I finish it, I'll show you the changes that I made and the whole album. Thanks. Okay, YouTube, I am back and I have made some changes to my album and I like it so much better now. I was able to take the flowers off and I replaced the shabby flowers with this printed flower here and with this cluster of 3 flowers here. I took the moss out. It took me a minute to take this dome off and to remove the moss and put a new backing on there, but I got it done and I like it a whole lot better. So Frank, I'm so sorry, but I like it much better without the moss. Take you on a journey around this mini album cover because it is quite intricate. Frank had quite a bit of layers and designs he had us do. We covered it with paper, and the book actually is craft color, and we painted it, so you can see I painted the edges also and the cover and the pages, but we layered it with paper. Then we glittered this chipboard in like a rose gold glitter, and you can see hints of it there. And we added this lace, which his mother brought back for him as a gift from Mexico, I do believe. Then we added rhinestones. You can see the bling. Excuse me. And then there's another piece of paper here. We added the dome. We added it separately. The dome is newer in his memory wire collection. So those are really neat. We use them in a couple projects, and I actually bought some to use more of them because I really liked them. I added more sequins and beads too when I took it apart. We also in class glittered the spoon, and then when I took the moss off, I added a rhinestone, and then we had a rhinestone on the front of the bottle and then around the edges. And then there's bling around the edge of the dome. Love it now. Anyway, we use the shabby rosette, and we actually dyed this in class. It was white. And we use his artisan powders he gave us a bottle, and this is a combination of two different colors of his artisan powders. So if you have not used those, they're really versatile. They could be made into sprays like that, and then also you could use them to stain like resin pieces. So really neat stuff. Comes in lots of colors. All right. On a journey on the inside, you can see this paper is foiled with rose gold. And again, this is the Rossibelle line. The shabby flower is on the inside, and then a printed flower, and then just use the sticker there. This page is a photo mat, some flowers, chipboard, and a sticker up at the top. Then, sorry, I thought it'd be easier to keep it like that, but evidently not. Then there's this page, and this bird cage is also the rose gold foil. There we go. Another chipboard. This is a pocket, and on each pocket we added this lace. This is a waterfall page, and the waterfalls are made from his I think these are 4x6 stacks, or 4.5 by 6.5 matte stack. And journal cards, or can't remember exactly what they're called. So that's a waterfall page. Then next two pages are absolutely gorgeous. Frank had a pocket right here, just like we have right here. This is a pocket here with flowers and chipboard pieces. You can see that up there. I just was not covering this up. Frank said other people are like that too, but I just couldn't cover that up. So I left this page because it's so beautiful. Next page, another matte layered upon several pieces of paper, chipboard, and flowers. Then on this side, this paper also is very beautiful, but we added some papers on top of it, and then a chipboard piece. But this paper line is just gorgeous. This is a busy page, as Frank called it, but we use both the 4.5 by 6.5 and then the two, I think they're 2 by 3 or 2.5 by 3.5 size of the journal cards. And then we just layered them. So this is the big one. Then there's a smaller one here, a smaller one here, another big one, and then a smaller one here, a smaller one here, and another big one. And then this page is the exact same, just going the opposite direction. So I like those. So staggered waterfall with different sizes. This page, or these pages, are just pretty simple pages. They're pockets on both sides. And then this one, these pages here are probably just, I think they were both like this because I had to finish it because these two pages I didn't finish. But Frank might have had one of the pockets going vertical on here. I couldn't remember. So I did my own thing. So I added a chipboard piece here and a flower here. And then this last page also is my own. I'm not sure, can't remember what Frank had on there, so I just did my own thing. So it's a photo mat, a couple of the ephemera pieces, a sticker, and then I added a little pocket here in the back also. And that is the album. Love the back piece here with the foiling and the musical notes. So that is the album, and I will have to put below what the album is called because it's something in French, because Frank loves France. But I wanted to show you right quick. some of the things I had left over from this album. Frank always gives, or from the class, Frank always gives you a bag that has lots of the little pieces. Um, there are lots of little rings in there because he added a chain here with a bunch of charms on there, and I decided I did not want that on this particular album. But as you can see, still have lots of this left over that I dyed, and then lots of the lace left over, a larger bottle, and then lots of pearls and the rings for the charms. So that was in a little bag, and I already showed you the spray. I have some flowers left over. I have those three. I have the two shabby flowers that I took off the front. And then I have 4 of these flowers left still. I have 2 pieces of the different sizes of rhinestone. This rhinestone that was used here came out of this package. So these are 12-inch Bohemian jewels. So I still had that left over. He had given us a package of this, these beads and rings, and so some of them are in there. Then we also had a package of 3 sequins, and these were packaged in Prima packaging, but you know, we opened them, we used them, and so that's what I have now. I have a few, well actually I see there's several pieces of chipboard still left from the chipboard pack. And this was the chipboard pack. There were more sequins in the chipboard pack. And then there was this love metal piece and this copper heart charm. So this was the back of the chipboard and more package. Then we had the ephemera package that had 49 pieces. I used a couple of pieces out of here, and then there's lots of stickers, as you can see, in there. So still have lots of that left. We got this apothecary vial labels, and we only used just the one. So we have 50 more left to use of those. I have the chain that I said he used to make a charm to hang off the side. And then these are the charms and trinkets that he used that I decided not to use. So I have those to use on a project. I still have the majority of these note cards, 3x4, that's what they are. But you saw we used those in the waterfall on those 2 pages, but still got almost the whole tablet of that. Same with the 4x6 note cards. Still have a ton of those left. And then I have some of the pieces of paper and the scraps. And there you can see where I just cut out my dome, but there's another piece of that paper with the bird cage that I can use on something else. But then I still have all this paper left. He made sure he gave us plenty of paper to do whatever we wanted to do with. So I can kind of show you the line. There's a couple pieces of this. That's what the full page looks like. And that's the back. So I have 2 pages of that one. There's this beautiful one with the rose gold foiling. Love this page. And that's the back. So I have 2 sheets of that left. This is probably my favorite page. I just love this page. And it has lots of rose gold foiling. And then the back is this piece. I like that, how that brick it shows through. It's like a building with the plaster falling off. Then there's this cut apart page. It's got a lot of foiling, but Love that. And then that's the back of it. Then we had several sheets of this one. So they're actually, it's actually a page, but it looks like you cut this piece apart. And there's this piece that says beauty. So I was showing you this when my camera decided to turn off. But anyway, that's the back of that one piece. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those sheets of paper left. So I could easily make another mini album or whatever I choose to make with that. But I just kind of want to share with you what you have left over and what a value the classes are that Frank gives. So if you ever get a chance to take, sorry about that, a class with Frank, I would say do it because number 1, he's a great designer. Number 2, he works for Prima. Number 3, the classes are fun. And number 4, you end up with a great product, and then you still have things left over to make other products. So anyway, I just thought I would share with you that. And then once again, this is my mini album, and I'll have the name of it below. And thank you so much for watching. Frank, if you're watching, thanks for a great class. And I do have one more video to show you. You've seen the album, you've seen the tags. Now you've seen this album, and I have my Sweet Peppermint Christmas Explosion box to finish yet. And then I will show you that video too. So thank you so much for watching. You have a great and very blessed day. Bye-bye.